I'm pretty sure the domination of a U.S. city by a foreign citizen is considered an act of war. But it's Chicago, so who really cares? But before we get to New Zealand annexing Illinois, first we have to check on the Open Wheel Series. Mostly because I hate Chicago and I don't want to talk about it yet. Starting across the pond, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Now, first off, the FIA subjecting the American public to the British GP on 4th of July weekend is absolutely diabolical and is borderline communism. I'd rather subject myself to less terrible forms of torture like being waterboarded or listening to Pink Pony Club on loop. Don't tell anyone I said this, but that song slaps. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl. Dance at the club, oh mama. George Washington literally crossed a frozen river on Christmas to kill a bunch of Hessians because the Brits fucked off for the night to stop this kind of tyranny. You thought it was about taxes and self-determination, didn't you? No. It was about getting a 3-day weekend to blow up the sky, drink beer, and dunk on those universal healthcare having bastards. America, 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 fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Anyway, back to racing. So Max Verstappen got pole somehow, and it's lights out and made the odds be ever in your favor. Now look, a bunch of shit happened, but I'm a moron and can't keep track, so this is going to be disjointed. And let's be honest, you tuned in for me shitting on these sports, not for actual race reports. Max lost the lead to Oscar, Franco Colapinto didn't even start the race, like all the other rookies crashed out, it rained and sparked the inevitable wet tire controversy, Ferrari boned Charles Leclerc like only Ferrari can do, Oscar got a 10-second penalty for brake checking Verstappen, Nico Hülkenberg got his first podium ever and got a cool Lego trophy, and Lando won his home race after Oscar's penalty. Also, Max spun during the race, and Yuki was so far off the pace, I think he may have accidentally been left in Austria. Red Bull have gone from sheer domination to raging dumpster fire faster than Hillary Clinton had Harambe killed. R.I.P. my boy. That happened when I was in high school or college. I'm old. With the team seemingly imploding, Christian Horner was yeeted into the sun, otherwise known as fired as Red Bull team principal. RIP to the Horn Dog, and shout out to Helmut Marko's master plan. There, that's it. No more F1 talk. Except for the awards later. Now on to IndyCar, the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio. And if you thought that F1 coverage gave you whiplash, well, buckle up, Buttercup. Joseph Newgarden crashed out, continuing the Penske penance. Then Will Power doubled down with a Taco Bell-style rear end of fire, and Alex Palou decided to throw it all away at the end and let teammate Scott Dixon win one for once. Yeah, that's right, Golden Boy here forgot that staying on track was faster than trying to play Combine, driving off the track, allowing Scott Dixon through to continue his win-per-year streak. Well done, Alex. Way to be a team player. Boom. That's it. Why? Because I wrote the script last minute, and I'm already 2 weeks late on this video anyway, and I'm trying to get it done. Plus, too, the coverage was on Fox, so I couldn't keep track of it anyway. And now I want to talk shit on Chicago. That brings us to the Grant Park 165 on the street to Chicago. NASCAR's only straight race on the calendar that for the last 2 years have been plagued with rain and darkness issues. So what will we get this time? An actually good race? A complete shit show? It's NASCAR, what do you think? We actually need to start this on Saturday during the Xfinity race. Shane Van Gisbergen decided to do his own form of bushwhacking and lines up on pole for the Loop 110. He would land on pole position, lead 27 out of 50 laps, and would win in fairly convincing style. But surely when he would go up against the challenge of the Cup Series, it would be closer, right? Right? Well, let's look here. He got pole by half a second. This isn't looking good. But when the green flag drops, Michael McDowell says, "Hold my beer," and takes the lead. Maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of hope yet. Then on lap 2, Carson Hocevar runs a bit close to the wall. And by a bit close to the wall, I mean he hit the fucking thing, sending him across the track into the other wall and collecting a metric shit ton of other cars and blocking up the track like I block my toilet after Chinese buffet night. Carson Hocevar and destroying other people's races. An iconic duo like communism and starvation. So the red flag comes out and the track gets cleaned up and we go back racing. And somewhere along the way, Alex Bowman has a ding-dong with Bubba Wallace. The dust-up was even more insane since the two of them were going head-to-head for the in-season challenge. Oh yes, I guess we finally have to acknowledge it. NASCAR, in its infinite wisdom, decided what we truly needed was not a fixed car or a fixed championship format. No, what we needed is more gimmicks. So in a blatant copy of the NBA's in-season tournament, 32 teams were selected using some black magic fuckery to enter a March Madness-style single-elimination bracket for $1 million prize. And if you ask the drivers beforehand, none of them seemed to care. But looking at Alex and Bubba, the two of them seemed to have some sort of outstanding tax bill or something they need to pay off. So the ding-dong continues, and eventually Bubba would get sent to the Shadow Realm. But back to the racing we care about. Or at least that we pretend to care about. SVG gets the lead of the race and promptly drives off into the distance and wins. He is the second driver ever to get pole position and win both the Cup and Xfinity race on the same weekend. The first being Kyle Busch in 2016 at Indy. This now means that Shane Van Gisbergen has been proclaimed God King of Illinois. All hail Emperor Kiwi the First. May his bloodlust be sated at Sonoma. With his amazing second win of the year, SVG is now 27th in points. Well done. Now, I want to talk about road racing in general, and Chicago more specifically. Chicago is a disgusting blight upon the earth and should go the way of Carthage, overtaken by Romans, destroyed, and the ground salted behind them. The only good thing to come from Chicago is Portillo's, and that's basically. Was this race good? Meh. Was it bad? Meh. Was it completely mid while being overhyped like putting pizza sauce on top? Yep. Boring! And I think that's my biggest complaint about Chicago. Overhyped by everyone as if it's the greatest place ever, and it's ultimately okay. It's fine. It's a big city. It's there. I don't know what else to say. But moving on to the race itself, it wasn't the worst race ever. It was the first race at Chicago not plagued by rain or darkness, but let's be honest. Do we need a street race? We have 6 total road courses in the schedule this year. Coda, Mexico, Chicago, Sonoma, Watkins Glen, and then the Roval. Please tell me, what is NASCAR's identity? Because I honestly don't know anymore. I'm not against road courses for the sake of being against road courses, but what I am against is bad races and losing the brand of NASCAR. Ask someone, what is NASCAR? They will tell you it is the one where they all turn left all the time. Yes, that means some people think of it as a joke, but people at least know what NASCAR is in that sense. You can work with that. You can't work with ignorance. What I'm trying to say is this race was okay, but I feel we are sacrificing what could be great at the altar of trying to appeal to more fans. You want more fans? Fix the short track package. Fix the drafting package. Make tires that actually fall off. Don't rule by Magic 8 Ball. NASCAR soared in the 90s and 2000s, not off road racing, but off personalities and good racing on ovals. But what do I know? I'm just some idiot sitting here in my Crocs. Now the awards. The This Is Why No One Likes You, You Big Dumb Dipshit award goes to Carson Hocevar for causing the crash of the century. Now, I actually like Carson Hocevar, and I think he's got a bright future. But God, that was not good. Yeah, maybe you learn to pick your spot there, bud. Beatings will continue until Morale and Prix award goes to Team Penske in IndyCar. Newgarden DNFing 3 in a row, Will Power doing Will Power things. It's not looking great over there. Maybe instead of firing the whole upper management, they should just completely clean house and try again. I hear Christian Horner may be looking for a job. The How Did You Manage to Fuck That One Up award goes to Alex Palou for throwing away the race at Mid-Ohio. How did you manage to look like Connor Daly out there? The Quit Bitching About the Trophy, You Brain Dead Moron award goes to all the internet dipshits complaining about the Silverstone trophies being made out of Lego. Do you think Nico Hulkenberg cares what the trophy was made of and getting his first podium? No, it could have been macaroni art made by that brain dead moron they call a monarch, and he still would have celebrated like there's no tomorrow. Why? Because the trophy is the symbol of the accomplishment, not the accomplishment itself, you idiots. Also, as a closeted man-child and a not-so-closeted Lego fan, it hurts my soul to see people shit on Lego. Oh, a toy company that's brought joy and imagination to millions of people, both young and old, across the world? Obviously, that is terrible. You freaking morons. The Thanks for Getting the Joke award goes to this commenter on my last video asking, is this supposed to be Timu American Rocket Powered Mohawk? Yes, it is. Thanks for playing along. So to review, I hate Chicago and the British. Alex Palou is in fact human. SVG now owns the Cubs. Christian Horner is open for work on LinkedIn. Lego is the greatest thing ever. And I'm blatantly and poorly ripping off the ideas from a Brit with a mohawk. And remember, Hillary Clinton killed Jeff Epstein and fuck Joey Logano.